Shalom, shalom. I'd like to start this video by giving honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha, Kwadash. Double honors unto my teachers, the elders, apostles, and elder bishops of great millstone teaching and rule it well. Salutation, peace, and blessings to the hopeful elect of the house of David. Salakiat, those who are keeping the law, statutes, and commandments until the return of Yahweh Shai. All right. So this is a lesson pertaining to how Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, has a chosen people. You know, out of all the earth, out of all the families that are upon the earth, the Lord only knows Israel. Let me bring this out real quick before I get started. Let me see. Amos 3 and 1. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, children of Israel. So already there it's speaking about the children of Israel. All right. And so it's specifically for them. It's for them to hear. Against the whole family which I brought from the land of Egypt. Because you have to remember, when the Israelites went into Egypt, they went Jacob and his children, and the whole family was 70 souls that entered into Egypt, and in Egypt they became a nation. Okay, so it says here, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore will I punish you for all your iniquities. So again, the Lord knows only Israel. Out of all the people that the Lord has created on the earth, He only knows the family of Israel. Yashar Allah, He Prince of the power. Okay, He Prince of God. Okay. So again, the Lord has chosen us as a special, a vessel of honor. The Lord has set us up over all these nations because He has put His name in us. Okay, so let's get started with 2 Ezra 6 and 59 and 54. After these also Adam, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all. So all the every man and woman that are walking the earth this day, we all come from Adam through Noah. Okay, so it says here, and of him come we all, the people also whom thou hast chosen. So already there's a separation. There are different nations, different people, but out of all these people, there's one chosen. Okay, one that was elected by Yahweh B'Hashem Yahshai to obtain the blessings, the inheritance, the promises, all these things. Okay, only one has chosen. Okay. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes. He made the Lord, everything that was created, the whole creation was really for the Israelites. The earth, the air, everything was created for the benefit of the Israelites. Okay, not the whole world. Okay, the Lord while He was creating, the whole purpose of creation, in a sense, like I said before, was for the Israelites. The earth was created for us. Okay, the nation of Israel. As for the other people which also come of Adam, that has said that they are nothing. Okay, they are nothing in the eyes of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. These other nations, they are nothing. Okay, so there's Yashar Allah, the beloved of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai, and then there's the others, the slaves, the dogs, the extras in the movies. Those are these other nations, man. They are reputed as less than nothing, but be like unto spittle. They're like spit, man, unto the Lord, man. It has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. That's how low they are. That's how of non-importance they are, man. These are the nations that exalted in this time, that exalted themselves above the sons of the Most High. Okay, they are nothing, man. You know. There's the drop of a drop that falleth from a vessel, man. This is really, you're not gonna go back and cry and mourn over that little drop of water that was in the bucket, man. You're gonna move on, man. That's nothing to you, man. It's not even in your mind. That's how low and of none importance these other nations are. Okay, so it says here in Second Ezra 5:23, and said, O Lord, that bearest rule of every wood of the earth, and of all the trees thereof, thou hast chosen thee one only vine. That vine is Yahweh Shai. Okay, and that's and through Yahweh Shai we obtain that grace to be brought back to the Father through the blood of Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is that only vine. Okay, it says here, and of all the lands of the whole world, thou hast chosen thee one pit, and of all the flowers, therefore, one lily, and of all the depth of the sea, thou hast filled thee one river, and of all builded cities, thou hast hallowed Zion unto thyself. Okay, that's Jerusalem. Okay, he called the city after his name. That's the city where he chose to put his name at. His name is on Jerusalem. Okay, and of all the fowls that are created, thou hast named thee one dove, and of all the cattle that thou art made, thou hast provided thee one sheep, and among all the multitude of people, thou hast gotten thee one people, meaning the Israelites. Out of all the people that were created, thou hast chosen only one people, the Israelites. And unto this people whom thou lovest, thou givest a law that is approved of all. So he gave unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai gave unto the Israelites, his children, the law, statutes, and commandments, man. Okay, that's how you know that he loves us, because these other nations, they have not the understandings of the law, statutes, and commandments. The Lord is not dealing with them on that level. Okay, because again, he doesn't care about these other nations, man. Okay, it says here in Psalms, and that's just to say that the Lord, just as we have preferences, just as we have dislikes and likes, the Lord is the same thing for him, man. The same way that one person might like chocolate and not like candy, he might prefer candy over, he might prefer chocolate over candy. That's the same way that the Lord prefers Israel above all these other nations. Okay, and because of these laws, statutes, and commandments, he has exalted us above these nations, because our laws are clean in the sight of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay, our laws, statutes, and commandments are what make us holy, meaning separate from these other nations. So it says here in Psalms 147 and 14 and 19, he sheweth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgment unto Israel. Okay, he had not dealt so with any nation. The Lord is not dealing with these other nations. He's not dealing with Muhammad. Muhammad was an Ishmaelite, and that's how you know through that precept. We know that what's it called? The Muslim religion is nothing but vanity. Okay, it's nothing but idolatry, because the Lord is not in that. The Lord is not dealing with Ishmael. Okay, the Lord is dealing with Jacob. It says here, and as for his judgment, thou hast not known them. Praise ye the Lord. So these nations don't know the judgment of the Lord. They don't know. They don't have the spirit of prophecy. That's why these other nations, they can't interpret the Bible. The Bible was not written for them; it was written for us. That's why we have the understanding of this Bible. Okay. As we brought out in the camp the other day, in the movie, the Book of Eli, that woman at the end, that blind woman. She's a representation of the elect of the house of Israel, those who are able to break down the deep understanding of the Bible. Okay, those are them that have the eyes to see. Okay, they are moving according to the spirit of prophecy. Okay, that the Lord had opened their eyes so that they may understand the parables and dark sayings that are written in the scriptures. All right. So again, these other nations, they don't know anything, man. They don't have it, man. As a matter of fact, it says here in Psalms 96 and 4, for the Lord is great and greatly to be praised. He is to be feared above all powers. Okay? For all the powers of the nations are idols, meaning vain. useless. Okay, they have no power to they have no power to deliver. They have no power to even, they have noses but they can't smell. They have mouths but they can't speak. Okay, they're idols. Okay, vain creatures, man, vain creations. Matter of fact, they're not even creations because they're not alive. Okay, it says here, for all the gods of the nations are idols, but the Lord made the heavens. So the Lord gave, so the Lord is dealing with Israel, but unto the other nations, He gave them idols. He gave them vanity to bow down unto, man. That's how the Lord doesn't care about them. Man. The Lord told them, just bow down to the sun. Worship the moon. Worship the woman. Worship worship the cow and the elephant. That's how the Lord doesn't deal with these people, man. He's telling you, go bow down to whatever you feel like bowing down to, man. As for me, I'm dealing with Israel, okay? And just to prove that, another reason to prove that, it says here in Zechariah 2:8, for thus said the Lord of hosts, after the glory had he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you. For he that touches you, touches the Israelites, touches the apple of his eyes. So if you harm the elect of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua, if you go against his nation, which all these other nations have done, pertaining to Psalms 83, all these nations have been partakers to the downfall of the nation of Israel. All right, so they have touched the apple of the Lord's eye. Okay, let me just go and try to break down that expression, apple of thine eye. So pertaining to let me see. I don't really like Wikipedia because sometimes people might change the definition. Okay, so the expression apple of my eye, pertaining to the Google, it says a person or thing that someone loves very much. So anyone that went against and harmed Israel, they harmed someone that the Lord loves very much, meaning even above all these other nations, man. The Lord loves us above any other nations, and the fact that we're the apple of his eyes, meaning that he loves us, man. We are his children. Okay? So if you're harming us, you're harming the sons of the Most High. And the Lord is going to recompense you for your iniquity, right? Because we belong unto him. So it says here in Romans 9:3, for I could wish that myself were accursed from Hamashiach for my brethren, my kinsmen, according to the flesh, okay, who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption and the glory and the covenants and the giving of the law and the service of the Most High and the promises. So again, being the fact that you're Israelite, that comes with all these things. As it says, what benefit is it to be a Jew? Let me see. Let me try to bring it out. Yeah. It says here in Romans 3 and 1, what advantage had then the Jew, or what profit is there in circumcision? Much every way, chiefly because unto them were committed the oracles of the Most High. Unto us, the prophecies, the law, statutes, and commandments, they were given unto us. The law of life, the laws that bring unto life, man. Okay? These things were given unto us, man. Not unto the whole world. The world only knows the path that leads unto death. Okay? The Lord doesn't love them. That's why he didn't give them he didn't give them instructions that lead unto life. The ways of the heathens lead only unto death. Okay, that the Lord has set them on the wide gate, not on the narrow. Okay, that's how the Lord doesn't love them. And you should, you shouldn't have to go too deep to understand that the Lord hates these other nations because their ways are evil, but the Lord loves us, and furthermore, because he even gave us the right ways. Okay. So again, all these things, the adoption, being able to be bought back into the commonwealth of being an Israelite. because there are many even this day we're living as Gentiles. Before coming into the truth, we were living as Gentiles, being alienated of the faith. But now coming back to this truth, the Lord has allowed us to be adopted back and being grafted back in unto the vine. But before you get grafted in, in order to be grafted in, you have to be a Israelite according to the flesh first. Okay, these things are only open unto the Israelites. To be delivered, to obtain salvation, you have to one of the main criterias is, yes, of course, you have to have faith, you have to walk in the fear of the Lord, you have to believe in this doctrine. But again, and last but not least, you have to be an Israelite, okay, according to the lineage of your father. Okay, so again, who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption and the glory and the covenants, okay, the first and the new. Okay, the covenant is not given unto these other nations. Okay, the fact that they'll obtain an immortal body, immortality, being able to keep the law, statutes, and commandments to a perfection, this is not for them. The covenants were not made for them. And the giving of the law and the service of the Most High, to serve Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, it's only for us. Okay, and the promises. And to further prove that point, man, what's that precept? You have nothing to build with us. It says here in Ezra 4, and I'll start at let me see. No, I need KJV. It says here in Ezra 4, and I'll start at verse 2. Then they came to Zerubbabel and the chief of the fathers, and said unto him, Salakia, they came unto Zerubbabel, Salakia, and to the chiefs of the fathers, and said unto them, Let us build with you, for we seek your power as ye do, and we do sacrifice unto him since the days of Esarhaddon, king of Assur, which brought us up hither. And they said, which brought us up hither, because those were heathens living in those lands. They were following after the customs of the Israelites, only because when the northern tribe was taken out of the land, during the kingdom of they were taken out by the Assyrians, I believe, if I'm not wrong, the Assyrians, the Assyrians, if I'm not wrong, and then the heathens that moved to the land to take over that land, they were being attacked. The land was spewing them out because they weren't keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. So that king had to send Levites to teach them the ways, how to serve the Lord. Lest they were destroyed by the land. Lest the land, because the land has a spirit in itself. And the land of Israel is the holiest land on the earth, man. So for you to to commit abominations in there, they were being attacked by lions, by all sorts of beasts. There might not have been rain, whatsoever. But again, they were taught the ways. They were taught how to keep the law, statutes, and commandments in order so that they could survive in that land. Okay, and that's why they said that they were keeping the laws and they were sacrificing unto Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. But it says what? But Zerubbabel and Jeshua and the rest of the chiefs of the father of Israel said unto them, Ye have nothing to do with us to build an house unto our power, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. They have nothing to do with us. The covenants, the promises, the inheritance, the service of the Most High, they have nothing to do with this, man. It's not for them. The Lord is not dealing with these other nations. Lest does he want them to get close unto him, man. Another reason that proves that is that in the gates of heaven, there's 12 names. Okay? And it doesn't say, let me tell you, it doesn't say Ammon, it doesn't say Moab, it doesn't say Ishmael, and certainly does not say Esau. Okay? So these other nations have nothing to do with us. They have nothing to do to build an house unto our power. But we ourselves will build unto the Lord our power, the power of Israel, as King Cyrus, the king of Persia, had commanded us. So ultimately, these other people have nothing to do with the inheritance, the commonwealth of Israel. Okay, it's not for them. Okay, so it says here, let me see. Isaiah 40 and 15. Behold, the nations are as a drop of a bucket, and are counted as a small dust of the balance. Behold, he taketh the isles as a very little thing. Verse 17. All nations before him are as nothing. They are counted to him less than nothing and vanity. That's how the Lord feels about you other nations. You know, and ultimately, that's why these other nations ultimately, that's why they hate the Lord also. They hate the Lord because the Lord hates them first. You know, the Lord has no love for them. They were created to be servants. And that's why they because of that neglect that the Lord gives unto them. That's why they act that way, man. That's why they hate us. They hate us because ultimately they hate Yahweh Bashim Yashai because the Lord doesn't love them the way that He loves us. So ultimately, let me finish this up with Second Ezra 3:34. Weigh thou therefore our wickedness now in the balance, and theirs also, meaning these other nations, you know, that dwell in the earth, that dwell the world. And so shall thy name nowhere be found but in Israel, because we are the ones that you have given the law, that the Lord has given the law, statutes, and commandments, and we're the ones that are keeping it, man. Okay, even to this day, we have the Bible is everywhere, man. I believe the Bible is the number one selling book in the world. Okay, so all these nations, the Bible, the word has been preached all over the world, man. There is not going to be one person that doesn't know about the Israelites. Even if it's not the correct doctrine, they have the book. Okay, so they can't say that they don't know about the law, statutes, and commandments. It's there, man. It's them that decide. As it says that they're under that will. Ignorance is bliss spirit. So if they don't ask about it, if they don't know about it, it's better if it doesn't exist. But again, we are the ones keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. We are the one following and fearing, walking in the fear of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Even these Christians, they're saying that the laws are done away with. You know, so they're not really trying to serve the Lord, man. They're serving the Lord, but not the right way. Okay, they claim to be serving the Lord, but if you don't do it the right way, you're not doing it right. Okay. So again, it says, and so shall thy name nowhere be found but in Israel. Or when was it that they which dwell upon the earth have not sinned in thy sight? Because yes, we are all sinners, but at the end of the day, like I said, we are the ones that are trying to abstain. We're the ones that are trying to walk in the spirit of self control. Being able to putting our members in subjection so that we may please Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay, or what people have kept thy commandments? Who has kept thy commandments if it wasn't just Israel? Thou shalt find that Israel by name had kept thy precepts, but not the heathens. Why? Because these heathens, they don't know. Even with the book, they don't understand, man. They don't have the Lord has kept them in darkness. Okay, they are in gross darkness. They're following after the ways of Esau Edom, man. Even when they're holding the Bible, they're reading it upside down. They don't know how they don't have the proper understanding. Their eyes are not open to understand the secret things, the dark sayings. When they read the book of Revelation, they really think it's a dragon flying out there, man. You know, and when they see the beast, they really think it's a beast coming out of the waters. You know, when they say that Satan is gonna put someone into jail, they really think that it's one guy. The one guy with the pitchfork that all red is gonna grab you up and throw you in jail. They don't understand the sayings. They don't understand the parables, right? But only those that the Lord has given the Spirit to understand, they do, man. And those are Israelites, the hopeful elect. Which we, Lord willing, we're a part of that number. Myself, the brothers and sisters that are watching this video, those who are calling upon the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, in truth and sincerity. All right. So that being said, I hope this lesson was edifying. That's just to prove, and to stamp it. Even if The truth is out there. The Lord is only dealing with with the Israelites, okay? But we still got, because of the folly, because of that feeling of wanting to be accepted, and the that spirit of, if Masa can make it make it to heaven, it ain't right. That, those Jakes out there that just want the so-called white man, the Esau Edom, to be saved. You know, uh, you know it's just the same, man. The Lord is only dealing with Israel, and is only the hopeful elect of the house of Israel. So like the elect of the house of Israel and the great multitude are going to be delivered. If you're not a part of that number, you're just going to be destroyed, man. All right. So that being said, I hope this lesson was edifying. I'd like to give all honor, praise, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Racha Kodash, Ditya Baba Kwam Yashala. Until next lesson, Shalom.